the ethos behind the program teach science communication theory and really to give students an understanding of the interface between science and society and an efforts to kind of create closer connections between the two. And also to encourage them to think about sort of related challenges such as public perceptions and misinformation and so on. But also to have quite a strong element of practical science communication teaching. And that's one thing that is quite core to the ethos behind the program, that we teach practical skills. Students have an opportunity to choose which skills they want to develop within reason, but it includes public engagement, includes science writing, and so on. So, we include both the theory and the practice as well. We keep a constant eye on how the practice of science communication is evolving. So at the moment, a big thought is around digital science communication, digital techniques, and what we should be teaching our students, because I think increasingly these days that employers are looking for science communication practitioners who have multiple skills. We have roughly, I would say, about sort of 20 to 25 students on the program. And there's a real mixture, actually. Some of them have come straight through from undergraduate degrees, most commonly, science degrees, but not always. And we do have students from arts-based degrees as well, and they bring a certain skill set with them. But we also have other students who have perhaps worked in the field of science communication for some time and don't have a formal qualification in the field and really want to do the course, I suppose, to cement and develop their knowledge of the field, but also have that recognised qualification that will hopefully take them through to the next stage of their career as well. One of the first ways that we address that in the program is the transition in thinking about the relationship between science and society. So the shift in thinking from the deficit model approach, where the understanding was that people couldn't have an opinion about anything science related unless they had learned knowledge about it, set knowledge about science, but now thinking towards a more kind of discursive relationship between science and society. And often, really, that's at the heart of what we think of when we think of democracy and science. And that's one of the first things that our students learn. And it often changes their views and thoughts about the nature of the field, because I think, many of them don't have a background in science communication. They want to come in because they love talking about science, or they love writing about it and so on. I think the extent to which people hear about science in online context will only grow. And I think we'll be adding artificial intelligence, AI, into the mix in terms of more sort of artificially created material. But I do think that science communicators will still play a huge role. When I hear about AI and journalism and science communication, the thing that's often talked about is humans in the loop and the need to involve that human judgment and creativity in the science communication process. So I think those sorts of things will change and evolve, and I think there will be more of a role for science communicators to play in overcoming some of the challenges around misinformation and really thinking ahead. I mean, I mentioned coalescence.